Hi guys, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Once again, it's got to the weekend and the weather gods are not being kind to us. Heavy rain forecast all day today and all day tomorrow, with some high winds up on the fells. So once again, it would be unwise of us to head up into the fells knowing that that weather was going to be there. Myself and the Bewley brothers have decided, we're going camping anyways. So we have parked up in the village of Little Sorkled and we are heading to a place that has been on the channel before. We're heading to Lacy's Caves. It's a place I visited at the very beginning of starting my channel, and I did a little walk around because it was in that part of lockdown where we could only go out for a short walk. As you can see, we are following a tarmac path at the moment, right by the railway and right by the River Eden as well. Daz and Andy just there, they've got the ponchos on. There is a few little quirky things to see on the way, so we'll show you those and then we'll get set up camp. We are just coming up to the end of the tarmac path now. You can see the river there. We've got a train bridge coming up on our left. Everything's looking lush and green here in Cumbria at the moment. The very first time I come to Lacy's Caves, which is a lot of years ago, let me tell you, you used to be able to bring your car all the way down to this point here, which would save you 10 minutes walk. Yeah, that's the railway bridge there, but we are headed this way. This is a little bit more overgrown than the last time I came here, but this is a map from Culgate to Armathwaite. I think some kids at school have painted some bricks and they've laid it in the ground. You can see the river, you can see houses, you can see Langwathby there. Again, more houses and following the river. And Armathwaite, which is a nice little touch, and if you do come this way, you see that, you guys know you're on the right path. I'm just walking through a clump of trees at the moment. The rain is coming down and the flies are still buzzing around a little bit. Hopefully we will get to the caves before it gets too bad. Like I say, it's supposed to be torrential rain all day today and tomorrow, so we're going to continue along this path for now. Well, the rain has started and I don't think it's going to stop. There is clear remnants of the mining history of this area. There's some very faint remains of train tracks, and here you can see very ruined remains of some old buildings. We've got some steps there. See, Daz is up there doing a bit of filming now, but yeah, there's not much left of that. Well, we're almost there now. Last time I came here there was an abandoned building, like a fairly modern, I'm going to say 60s or 70s brick built building. Either it's been taken down or we've taken a slightly different route. There's a few meandering paths around here. Daz and Andy just catching up. You can see we're right on the River Eden now. And there's the sign for Lacy's Caves. So we're just going to head up through this little gap here. And here we are, Lacy's Caves, everyone. There's a few more people back down there jumping in the water, having a bit swim. The river is up a bit. I'm not sure how well the action cam will pick this up, so we'll have a go. Yeah, look at this. Quite a big cave. So we've got an entrance there, and the one we've just come through. Heading through here to the biggest room. There used to be benches in here back in the day. Quite a big area. Yeah, that bit is definitely too dark for the action cam. Yeah, that's a better view of the river. You can see the rain on the river there. It's starting to come down a little heavier now. Just head into this little bit here. Yeah, that's that dark room again. That dark room I think I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. I've got my walking pole with me and my pump with the light on, so I can hang it up a height which should give me enough light. I've also got my head torch with us. Yeah, this is going to be home for the night. I'm in my bivvy bag. Bivvy bagging is not my favourite kind of camping. I'm a big lad and I find it cumbersome getting in and out. And Daz and Andy are in the hammocks, so they're going to have a little wander around after we've had a chill and a beer, see if they can find somewhere to set the hammocks up. So for now, I'll put the camera down, get the rucksack off, have a chill with the lads, and then we'll bring you back for the rest of the camp. Well, it's now about 4:30. Me and the lads have been sat here. We're on our second beer now. I've had some food. I'm not cooking anything tonight. I had 2 BLT rolls, so they've been demolished. I was absolutely starving. We've had a few people milling in and out, so it's still too early to set up. But at the moment we've got the caves to ourselves, so we're going to have a little look around with some light in those dark rooms, and let's see the full place. So this is the area where we came in. You can see the river just through the doors. Quite bright here. There's plenty of carvings in the walls as well. Yeah, coming through into the room where we've been sat chilling for an hour and a half. Here's the boys.
Yes, I.
Yes, I. You can see we've got our chairs and that set up. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be sleeping tonight, but here is a distinct possibility. Walk right through. This is a tiny little room here. And it looks right out onto the water, and there's a blinking steep drop there. Now apparently down there is another cave that you can get to when the water's low, but I think I'll give that a miss. Again, we can see more carvings, and you can see where the water's like eroded it over the years. Here is a potential for me to set up tonight. Although it is a little small, it's nice and dry. I'm stood up in here, so although it is a small tunnel, it's plenty high enough to stand up without having to duck. And we come into this last room, so we've got a little alcove there. That might have been the start of another carving to make another room, I'm not sure. Again, we've got some more carvings on the wall. Josie and Graham, 2012. Another little alcove there. This must have been a window, but it's kind of fell in. Another nice little view out onto the River Eden there. And yet more alcoves. We've got some areas where you can put some candles just to shed some light on the situation. Pretty cool. So there we go, there's a little walk around the full extent of Lacy's caves. Like I say, it's still too early to be setting up just yet, so we're going to put the camera down, have some more beers. I brought me fireball with me tonight, so we are going to have a contained fire off the ground, so we'll bring you back once it quietens down a bit. Well, we've been sat around for a little while now. It is 7:05, so we've had a good few hours chill out. Few beers and a bit of scran, and generally just set the world to rights, so it's been a cracking camp so far. I'm in my bivvy bag tonight, and the Bueller brothers are in the hammocks. They're just up top setting up. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but like I say, I'm all set up, so let's have a look at my setup for tonight. As you can see, I've got my fireball with some wood that I've carried in, set up ready to go, so we're going to have a fire tonight off the ground just for a little bit of effect. I've actually decided to pitch up in the area where we've all been sat. You can see the Bewley Brothers chairs set up just there. Mine's just there. Tonight I am in the OEX Bush Pro bivvy with me one season OEX sleeping bag and my cheek pillow with the Axol sleeping mat inside, which actually at the bottom end of the bivvy bag is just a little bit too wide, but I'm quite liking that because it's going to give me a little bit more room upwards for my feet. I've got my trekking pole set up just in the corner with my flex tail pump, so I can use that as a light, which will light the area up nicely. You can see I've got my jet boil for the morning, my water and some Coke. Tactical Duck is keeping guard tonight just in case we get any unwanted intruders. If you know, you know. And I've got the midgie spray as well, just in case. Yeah, what a cracking place to spend tonight wild camping. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to sit here and chill for 5 minutes while the Bewley Brothers get set up in the hammocks up top. So once they get back here, they can keep an eye on the kit, and I'll head up top and we can have a look around their setups for the night. Well, that's everyone set up. You've seen my setup inside the cave tonight. The Bewley Brothers are set up top inside their hammocks, so we're going to go and have a look at that right now. A little bit dark in there with the action cam, but yeah, you can see the setup. We've got the fireball set up ready to go when I come back down. We're going to go out the back end of the cave. It's a very, very tight path, so I'm going to have to be careful to hold on to the side of the cave. It's literally only about a foot wide, and that's about it. But we can get out this way. You can see there, that's the window of the back cave entrance, looking in. And we're heading up the back. Bit of a steep climb, a bit slippy with the rain and whatnot, so I'm having to be very careful underfoot. You can see there the path that comes past Lacy's caves if you walk from Armathet. Yeah, I'm so pleased us three have decided to come out tonight. The weather is not as bad as forecast, it really isn't. But once again, it would have been foolish to head up the fells with that weather forecast. What a cracking little area this is for the hammocks. Absolutely brilliant. This is Daz's setup. He's in the 3x3 tarp tonight and is in the front line, not the XL, with his snug pack under blanket. Once again, Tactical Duck, if you know, you know. And Andy is in his usual 3x4.5 DD tarp with his DD Frontline XL and his DD under blanket. Oh, would you look at that? Up in this little wooded area, you could easily get 10 or 15 hammocks. Absolutely perfect. Right, I'm going to head back to the cave now, have another beer with the lads, and then let's get that fire going. Just a little bit of information for you. Lacy's Caves was built in the 18th century by Colonel Lacy. Obviously had a bit of lour to splash about and decided to make these caves. Hand carved them, basically to hold lavish parties. So the guy back in the day basically made a sesh cave. So like I say, we're going to head back into the cave now and have a few more beers. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? It's food time. I've already had my BLT buns, but the Bewley Brothers have got their food on. What you on tonight, Daz?
Wayfarer's steak and vegetables.
And Andy, what you got, buddy?
Just some noodles for now, but I do have a chili con carne with some rice for later.
And as you can see, we've got the fireball going just right in the doorway. We don't really need a fire tonight, but it's more for effect. It's casting some lovely light and shadows inside the cave. So life is good. Like I say, I've already had my food. I've got 2 sausage butties with brown sauce for morning. I dare say there's a good chance I'm going to scran one of them tonight. So for now, I'm going to put the camera down and I will definitely bring you back before bedtime. Well, that's me tucked up in my bag. The rain is coming down and it's cooled down. It's time to get to bed. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning everyone. What a cracking night's sleep in Lacy's caves. It's now just coming up to 5:10 in the morning. I think I went to bed around about 10:30, and I was up about 3 o'clock for a wee, and then back to sleep until now, so a fairly solid night's sleep really. I can hear the rain and the river outside, and there's a little bit of a breeze but not much, so it's a lovely morning. I can hear the bird song as well. This is the view out of the bivvy bag this morning. So yeah, I'm just going to let the cobwebs clear a little bit, and then I'm going to get up and get myself a coffee and have my last sausage butty. Well, that's me properly up now. I'm out the bivvy bag and I'm sat in my chair just listening to the river and the rain outside. We'll have a quick look around and then it's definitely coffee and sausage butty time. It has definitely put some water down overnight. That river has risen quite a bit overnight and is flowing a lot faster this morning, that's for sure. We'll head back into the cave. My abode for last night, which was really cosy. My little flex tail pump with the light hanging off my walking pole provided a nice cosy light, and I had a cracking night's sleep in here, to be fair. I've already packed away the fireball, and you can clearly see there's been no trace left whatsoever. All cleaned up. Right, let's get that kettle on. Trusty jet boil's on the go, ready for that coffee, that's for sure. That's better.
Right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee and make a start packing down while I'm waiting for the Bewley brothers to wake up and come down for breakfast. Well, I've been up to see the Bewley brothers. They're both awake. They're just on me getting a coffee and a bite to eat, and then they're going to start tearing down and they're going to head down here before we head away. The rain's getting worse. It was fairly steady when I woke up, but it's getting very heavy now, and it is supposed to get even heavier according to the Met Office. So I'm definitely not looking forward to the walk back to the car this morning, that's for sure. So while I'm waiting for the Bewley brothers, I'm just going to have some more chill time here, and of course I'll bring you back before we head off home.
Well, that's us all packed up, and it's just about time to head home. Unfortunately, we've all had a cracking night. We sat in here last night just cracking for ages, just having laughs. Brilliant fun, brilliant fun. As you can see, the rain is quite heavy, and that river is definitely up from last night. As I said before, you can see where I had my little fireball there. We've left no trace, and you can see just where I had my old tarp and my sleeping bag down there. Daz is just putting the last little bit in rubbish bag.
Leave no trace.
So as always, and as it should be, we've left no trace. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we all have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.